Okay, let's finally do this. Welcome to episode 1 of Magician Levels Up. Hopefully for at least the next 52 weeks you will see this happy smiley face all over your YouTube feed, 8 PM Monday GMT. For those of you who didn't see the trailer, let me catch you up. My name is Nemad Phoenix. I've been a magician for almost 20 years. The first few of those were really good, slow rise. Then there was a decade where I was looking after my nan and just taking gigs where I could get them through agents. And since then, I've not really fully pulled myself out from that, got myself back into shape, got my business running properly and reignited the passion properly yet. So, for the next year, I'm doing life and magic on hardcore mode. 52 weeks, 52 videos, a whole list of goals, physical, mental and magical. I'm going to do them all in 1 year if possible, and I'm going to film all of it for you to watch. What you're all going to get out of this by watching it is hopefully some inspiration, some motivation to do your own goals, a whole lot of interviews with industry professionals. I don't want to know their whole life story. I'm going to pick people that are relevant to one of the goals, that have a specific skill set that can help me out. I'm going to interview them on just that and get them to give us little useful bits of information. I'm going to do reviews, but not of tricks. I am going to do reviews of tricks sometimes, but mostly I'm going to be doing reviews of books, subscription services and courses that you can go on, special clubs, anything that's designed to improve your magic skill and learn and improve the business side of magic. I know literally nothing about the business side of magic. 20 years, I don't even have a working website or a business card. So yeah, I'll be learning everything from what website to use, what SEO is, how to use Instagram, TikTok even, LinkedIn, all of this stuff I'm going to learn from scratch, and by watching me learn it from scratch I'll hopefully pass it all on to you so that you can improve your business as well. As well as the business side of things, I'll be improving all aspects of my magic skills, from my stage show down to my close-up, polishing, perfecting, improving and breaking plateaus that I'm set at the moment. So all of this, all the business learning, all the magic learning, I'll be vlogging everything so you can watch me sweat and suffer. There are a lot of professional paid courses out there by experts claiming they're going to teach you how to increase your magic business and improve your act. I'll be reviewing some of them, but here's an idea: why not follow along with me and learn from scratch with an absolute idiot? I will do some trick reviews as well, just to keep your attention, but I'll do them in a slightly different way. If I do a trick review, I will do it after performing it live not to someone in my family or friends. I'm going to go out there, perform it to a stranger, either at the end of a gig or just literally go out on the street and find someone to perform it to, so you can see it perform live. That's what you get. What do I get? I get you. If you're watching this channel, I have to actually get out of my chair and do these goals, because if I don't, I'm going to look like an idiot. So basically, if you want inspiration and motivation for your own goals, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to learn from scratch the entire business side of magic, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to improve your own magic skills, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see a fat bloke try a thing and probably fail, eat the popcorn while you're watching, subscribe. If you've been around a while and heard of me and you're wondering what one of the most famously miserable men in magic is doing running a positivity YouTube channel, subscribe. Basically, subscribe. This week, by way of introduction, I'm going to sit down and run through the actual list of goals with you so you know what I'm going to attempt to achieve this year. I'm going to head over to the other room to do that. Just before I go, yes, I did have a hoodie made up just for this. Yes, that is a little sad. All right, let's go read the goals. Okay then, goals. Starting with the physical. Goal 1's the big one: 7 stone, 4 pound lost in a year. I'm not going to focus on this one heavily during the whole series, but I'm going to keep you updated at the end of each video with the progress that I've made on that. I don't want the whole video series to be about my weight loss journey. We have magic business to be done. But there are people on the channel, I've already seen in the comments, that are kind of interested in the weight loss journey as well, so I will put that on the videos. Goal number 2, massively increase my energy. I don't yet know whether this belongs in the physical section or whether it should be in the passive section, because all of the other goals will help improve my energy. But for right now, it stays in the active physical section of the goals list, because I'm going to be doing some research trying to find out ways to increase my energy so that I can get more done. Goal 3, fix my skin. Yes, I am aware that being a professional magician that has the Game of Thrones grayscale on his hands is not the best for my career. There has to be something I can do to fix this. I've just been lazy about researching it. I need to get this sorted in 1 year. Goal 4, fix my posture. I have the curved shoulders and bent spine of a man that's seen far too many dark and terrible kid shows. I need to straighten up so that I look better and feel better when I've lost all this weight. Goal 5, complete the couch to 5k and then do at least one 10k run. I guarantee you this goal is happening in the second half of the year. And the final physical goal, once all of that done, is to redesign my wardrobe, redesign my look, and rebrand my act. That's all the physical goals out of the way. These are the only ones I've done anything with. I did the weigh-in, so let's see how that went. All right then, let's get the first and most devastatingly traumatic step out of the way. How bad could it be? What did you do? So it turns out my home scales are only built for humans. Off to the gym for a weigh-in. So yeah, that weigh-in was fun. On to the magic skills goals. Goal number 1, redesign my cabaret act. I actually like my cabaret act. It's good, it's well designed, it's fast paced, keeps everyone's attention, but that's what it was designed to do, just to keep everyone's attention and let's add a little bit of actual artistry into it, make it a good, solid cabaret show. Goal number 2, write, rehearse, and actually perform the mentalism stage show that has been in my head for years. Goal number 3, polish the kids show. For me personally, in my opinion, a magician, a real magician, is someone that can do illusion shows, cabaret, close-up, and kids show. I've done a lot of kids shows. It's pretty much where I want it. There's a few things I've always wanted to finish off and polish just to get it exactly how I want it, and I can box that off. Let's get that done. Goal number 4, another big one, shatter my close-up plateau. I've always, in my head, considered there are 2 types of magician. There's the magician that says, oh, you don't really need a ton of tricks, and they say that as an excuse to literally just do the same things over and over again, never learn anything new, never get any better. And then there's the type that spend ages practicing and improving and learning more stuff. I used to believe that was the only 2. There is actually a third type. There is a person who thinks he's in the second camp, but hasn't actually rehearsed or learned anything really hard or new or improved in any significant way in quite a few years. And that's where I've been since I got back from looking after my nan and returned fully to the magic world. My office is the tidiest room in my house because I barely use it. So I'm going to get in there and I'm going to stop learning, well, not entirely stop learning tricks that I can learn in an afternoon. I've been doing this a long time. Quite a lot of magic that you can buy these days. You can open a couple of Elmsley accounts, you know exactly what you're doing, learn the trick, perform it, and move on. That doesn't actually help improve your skill. So I'm going to focus on the box of stuff that I've got in there that's been there for a while. That is stuff that doesn't really come with a routine, stuff that takes practice, stuff where you need to design a routine. Things like the billiard balls that I've got in there, the photography deck, come up with routines with that. Also, anything that I will actually have to spend time physically practicing. It's not that I don't like practice. I love practice. What I've realized that I don't like is that feeling of being an absolute beginner again after 20 years. I'm going to have to push through that and get out the other side. So I'm going to learn something. I'm going to pick something from that box. Even if it's not something I'm going to perform in real life, it doesn't matter. I've got enough tricks to perform in real life already. I'm going to find something that I quite like to learn, that will take me an amount of time to learn. I'll film me swearing my way through learning it, improve my skills. Now the biggest section, the magic business side. Goal number 1, create a website. 20 years, no website. I did have one at one point, but I let it lapse and now it's got some sort of Chinese website all over it. So I need to redesign that. I need to learn exactly which website designer to use, what SEO means. I need to get photos and videos. I need to write the copy. I need to create a website from scratch. Goal number 2, all the other marketing I don't even know anything about. Facebook, Instagram, I don't know, whatever else there is, LinkedIn. I need to learn what there is. I need to learn how they all work. I need to get them active. And I need to tell you about it so you can do it as well. Goal number 3, AIMC, Associate to the Inner Magic Circle, the second level of membership in the Magic Circle. This may help my business. This may help my skill progress. This may help my sense of community. Whatever it helps, I want to do it. I've always wanted to do it. Let's do it. I've already booked the date. I now have to get ready for that with my audition. Goal number 4, enter next January's Magic Circle close-up competition. Just enter. I'm not deluded. Just enter the competition and do well. Do an act that's worth putting on. Goal number 5, get one of my products at least in the pipeline to come out within a year. There are 4, 5, 6 things in my head that have been rattling around forever. I've been telling myself with my imposter syndrome that they're not worth releasing. Some of them might actually be. If they are, I'll get one out there. Goal number 5, probably the least likely one to actually be achieved in the year, but I'm going to put it on there as a goal to try and strive for, is to increase my annual income by 50% this year. It's very unlikely this will happen, as all the other goals will have to happen for that to happen. But having it to aspire to might help me. A few last goals. Number 1, crush my imposter syndrome. I have that one bad. I've been a magician professionally for almost 20 years and I still feel like an absolute beginner that nobody knows. I know you don't know me. That's not the point. And the final passive goal that I'm hoping all of these other goals will help me to achieve once I'm thin and talented and good looking and massively rich and successful is that I will fully regain the love of magic that I once had years ago and never lose it or let it dim in the slightest again. So that's the goals list. If you've actually made it this far into the video, congratulations. I hope you watched it on 2-speed or that would have been torture. Before I go, at least part of the point of this channel is to inspire and motivate you as well as me. So think about it, why not join in? I'm going to be breaking my year into 4 sets of 12 weeks. There's a reason for that. I'll go into the system next week. 4 sets of 12 weeks, each with a week beforehand for preparation and recovery from the 12 weeks before. Think of a goal you've got that you can do in 12 weeks or that you can break down to a point where you can see where you need to get to in 12 weeks. And do it. I've seen people in the comments of my Blackpool video saying they'd like to become a professional magician, but they don't know how. Figure it out. Subscribe to the channel, I'll tell you. There were people talking about weight loss journeys or doing the couch to 5k. Pick a goal and join in. When this video airs, I should be just arriving at my girlfriend's. I'm going to spend my preparation week coming up with a 12-week breakdown. You've heard the list of goals for the year. I'm now going to break those down and come up with what I can do in 12 weeks. And then I'll be focusing on that 12-week section for 12 weeks. And then after those 12 weeks, we'll break it down again and do the next 12 weeks. Smaller packages, easy to think about. So grab a goal, figure out how you're going to do it in 12 weeks, join in. Simple. If you have made it this far into the video, can you put a thumbs up or a yay with a thumbs up with an exclamation mark at the end, just so I know anyone's watching this? Because the whole point of this for me is you watching it means I have to do it. If you're going to join in, say so down in the comments as well. Put a comment, let me know you're going to join in. If enough of you join in, maybe I'll set up a Facebook group so that you can all chat about your goals with me and each other and motivate each other to get them done. Hello again, you lovely people. Welcome to a very special occasional bonus section called Things Nemad Screwed Up or Realised He'd Forgotten When He Got to the Edit. On the list this week, we have letting you know the interview portion will be starting next week, not this week. There is no interview this week. Following that, also no reviews this week. There was going to be a couple of tricks reviewed. I filmed a live performance, but unfortunately the audio didn't work properly, so I'll have to find some strangers and do that again for next week. This week, starting today, March 24th, I will be away for a week. This is, I mentioned, the preparation week. After the preparation week, we have the first 12-week block of goals. I'm not just going to be spending this week making a list of goals. As of now, the diet starts. As of now, the exercise starts. And as of now, I'm going to pick one of the tricks from the things that take a little bit more practice and take that with me and practice that. Get myself back into the habit of practicing magic properly again. So that's this week, making the list, practicing some close-up, diet and exercise, then I'll come back and we start the first 12-week block. Next on the list, you know what? The reason I haven't refilmed the live reviews is because I left all of this to the very last minute. I don't know whether you can tell. I think I'm going to have to add defeat procrastination to the end of my goals list, so we'll add that on there. If I was good from the start, what would be the point? So yeah, add defeat procrastination to the goals list because really I have left all of this to the last minute and I'm panicking getting the video out on the day that I said I'd get it out. Hopefully each video will get better as I take a bit more time and effort putting them together. To be honest, it's quite scary. I have absolutely no stage fright whatsoever performing magic anymore, but these are the first time on YouTube. It kind of feels like stage fright all over again, which brings me to a first handy little tip for you. This book. If you are a magician dealing with early stages of stage fright, learning close-up, showing tricks to your friends and panicking and shaking, you could do worse than buying this book by Wayne Goodman. There's a lot of handy little tips on there. It's been quite useful, not for magic for me, but for getting myself to actually stand in front of this camera and finally record this video. Finally, as well as all the other things I said I was doing this week, I will be reading my first book for review this week. That book will be The Business Side of Show Business by Caroline Raven. I'm telling you this now in case any of you have got it and you want to read it along with me so that you're up to date when I come to review it next week. So that will be The Business Side of Show Business, Caroline Raven, my very first non-trick review on the channel. I think that's everything I've forgotten. I'm going to go now. Cheers. Thanks for watching this drivel. See those of you that remain next week.